Vance.
Brenda Vance.
9812 Old Steubenville Pike. Balzer. 56019. I would like to reiterate a few things that were said. First of all, Article 1, Section 27 of the Pennsylvania Constitution states, the people have a right to clean air, pure water, preservation of the natural, scenic, historic, and aesthetic values of the environment. Pennsylvania's public natural resources are the common property of all the people, including generations yet to come. As a trustee of these resources, the Commonwealth shall conserve and maintain them for the benefit of all people. So simply put, all levels of the government have a constitutional obligation to protect the citizens and the natural resources of the Commonwealth. So the question is, what kind of studies need to be done before this is okay in order for you to be doing your due diligence? Have you done the necessary evaluations to ensure the proposed projects will not harm our land or people or our water? And if so, what kind of studies were done? And when will they be shared with the public? You may say that you don't have the obligation to do that, but if you don't, then you have the obligation to ask that the applicant does some kind of studies to make sure that our health is going to be protected, especially since this is so close to a populated area. I have a study here that's done by Southwest PA Environmental Health Project. And this was just done in February of this year, and it's a summary on compressor station health impacts. And they have shown individuals living and working near compressor stations. They have a variety of illnesses that are markedly higher than people not living near compressor stations. And it's everything from joint and muscle aches, vision impairments, irritability, confusion, drowsiness, weakness. And I mean, there's a long list, and it goes up to liver damage, kidney damage, damage to lungs, brain impacts, leukemia. I mean, I think there should be some kind of study done.
Mrs. Vance, would you like to submit that study that you're reading about for the record?
I can. If you want it in entirety, I'll have to get, but I can't put that in. I would like to put this in, you know, I'm sure you probably know it by heart.
Maybe not by heart, but
Okay.
I know what you're
Close
referring.
enough.
I know what you're referring to.
Okay. Another thing I would like to address, this all sounds good when you're talking about a compressor station. But when you're talking about a compressor station next to a compressor station, next to a tank pad, which I know isn't an issue tonight, you know, when you add them all together, it does get a little hairy. And I don't want to take away from the wealth of our citizens getting their gas. I'm totally for that. And let Robeson Township take the compressor station for Robeson Township's people gas. But why do we have to do it for Allegheny County too? I mean, that's double the pollution. Let Allegheny County find a place in Allegheny County, you know, to handle their own and handle their own pollution. We've been working on maps. It's not totally finished yet, but this is just the ones I found quickly on Google.
What is that?
This is Robeson Township.
What that? Yeah, that looks like the zoning map of Rob. What are all those dots?
The pink are wells that are there. The orange are permitted. Not yet done yet, but permitted. The green are compressor stations or pig launchers or something other than a well that's gas related.
And I don't mean, I just want to flush this out so we don't get into the thing about this later. How do you, and you're under oath, so I'm just asking you, how do you, did you do the research for those, or you and Mrs. Lodge did the research?
DEP has the list of permits issued, and then we use Google Earth. went along,
Let her.
yeah, going along with Google Earth and zeroing in, you can see.
But you personally were involved in doing that research, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, do you want the board to have this as part of its
I will make
record?
a copy and give it to, well, you'll want me to give it to
All right.
Aaron, Steve?
Well, okay, what we need to do, just so we're clear, I'm trying to be helpful here. What do we have here so far? We have Mark West was submitting numbers, and the township had letters. So maybe we might start with some other, maybe what we'll do is we'll have double numbers or something, or double letters, how about that? Double letters, okay? Anything that the residents submit will be a double letter, okay? All right. But we kind of do need to figure out how we're going to get these things if we're, and Mark West has the right to like verify that what we're getting is the same thing that you're looking at and things of that nature. So, you know, the first thing you mentioned was that study, or?
Yes, I can give you that.
All right, okay, so that'll be double A. Okay, the study will be double A. Okay, and then this map that you, as we worked on creating to show what other things are in the area, that handwriting in there, is that your handwriting?
It's a combination of the two.
You almost
You,
had it
Mrs.
the next
Lodge?
night.
Can I just add something?
Why don't we try to just have one person talking at the same time, just if you want to clarify it, maybe you can. Okay, and some of these things are in Robinson and some are not in Robinson, is that a fair statement?
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I understand, I know what you're trying to do, it's fine.
I mean, even the Houston plant, as big as it is, it's only a little like 6 miles away from our border.
Okay. Well, we'll take it. That thing will be BB is, but again, Mark West has any questions on this tonight, they can ask questions on it. Do you have anything else to present? And then when you're done, if Mark West has any questions on the stuff you presented, they can ask you about that.
Okay, and this is just Article 1, Section 27 in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to put an exhibit in of the.
Of that?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
the Constitution is the Constitution. We
Okay.
agree on that.
This is just from the Robinson Township versus the Commonwealth, and it says the General Assembly that the Commonwealth is a trustee. As a result, all existing branches and levels of government derive constitutional duties and obligations with respect to the people.
Okay. All right. Are you finished with what you had to present?
Sure.
Okay. Did you guys have anything you wanted to ask about, like particularly that map that she
Two
had?
things. Number one, I'm going to object to the study as hearsay, to the extent that it reports to the author some sort of expert opinion. I haven't seen it, obviously, but I don't think it's admissible as hearsay. And moreover, it constitutes expert opinion, and it's parroting back other people's expert reports. It's hearsay and hearsay. With respect to this map, what I'm understanding from Ms. Vance is that it was created using information that she obtained from DEP and Google Earth. Is that accurate? Okay. So what those dots represent are facilities that have been permitted or will be permitted by the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. Is that correct?
The pink are constructed, the orange are permanent, but not constructed yet.
So these are facilities that have been or will be permitted by the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. Is that right?
They are already permanent.
I think, they're already
Some are-
permitted.
Some are, some
Anything that has a dot on that map is a facility that the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection issued requisite permits for.
All right. And, I mean, with regard to the study,
I would object to that as you're saying, well, as lacking definition.
I think she testified to what she believed, so I think we'll allow her that in the study. Is probably really not relevant, but if she has it readily available here and she referenced it, I don't mind if it's in the record. I don't know your objections. Okay, Mrs. Lodge, will you testify next?
The reason I was holding this up is,
Well, hang on, you haven't even identified yourself yet.
we going to see a copy of the study? Don't you-
Yeah, we'll have to, yeah, any exhibits that are offered, I mean, if she has it right there, then she can show it to you now. If not, we can look at it later. Okay, Mrs. Lodge, are you going to be next?
I can.
Okay, and so come on up or wherever, and I